All right, we are live. How's it going, guys? Zoro here once again for another live reaction to One Piece. This time, chapter 1154 of One Piece. How's everybody doing this Saturday? Hope you're having, or Saturday, Sunday. All right, we are live. Sunday. I should know my days by now. I'm an adult. Anyway, hope you're having a good Sunday, man. I'm dealing with a lot of lightning outside, hopefully, and thunder. Hopefully, it's not too loud. The weather in Florida has been insane lately. Like, I was at work yesterday and it was raining so hard that, like, we have like garbage cans outside of our place, right? And were flying. Literally, the wind was so strong it was throwing them into the streets. We had to like bring them back and tie them down in gale force winds, dude. It was insane. Like, it's been nuts. It has been crazy, man, dude. It's wild, but hope you guys are having a good one. I appreciate you pulling up on this wonderful Sunday afternoon. I'm Zoro as usual, and I'm here to react to One Piece. You know how it is. You know the vibes. You know that sickness I've been dealing with for 2 weeks? Still got it going on a little bit. So I apologize. Nothing worse than a lingering sickness that is technically over but just won't go away. You know what I mean? It's the worst feeling ever, dude. It's the worst feeling ever. Alright. Anyway, if you're just joining us, be sure to like the video. Be sure to do that. Share it. All that good stuff. We are live on both YouTube and on Twitch. Per usual, so if you want to support either of the other platforms, be sure to do so. Let me just see. Okay. Everything look and sound good on your end. On my end, everything looks and sounds decent. What's up, Mr. Sheesh? What's up, Jonathan? I'm doing good. What's up? Not much, man. Not much. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. All things considered, not too bad. Not too bad. Anything new to report, really? Anything in my life worth reporting? Have I been doing anything interesting recently? I guess I have to think about it, not really. It's a lot of same old, I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know. I've been kind of chilling, man. I've been taking it easy, working, gaming. I've been replaying Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Great game. But nothing really too much, man. Nothing really too much. I'm always ready for the lore, man. Always ready for it. I am never... That's my favorite part of One Piece is the fucking lore, man. So I'm very excited. Last chapter was pretty amazing. Like, the thing about last chapter is I know there was mixed reviews on it, but I personally really liked it. I really liked it because I'm really invested in this Loki stock, man. I've been invested since day one, so I'm very interested to see where it goes. Did I see the Superman film? No, I heard it was very good, though. At least from the people that I know that have seen it. I've heard good things. I've heard good things. So I might give it a watch. I might give it a watch. I don't know. I haven't been to the theaters in a long time. A long-ass time. I used to like to go, like, every month to the movie theaters. Like, a couple years ago. I guess, I don't know what changed. Maybe the movies aren't really exciting me as much, but yeah, I haven't gone in, like, years almost now. I wanted to see Sinners, but I ended up going then. But that's the only movie that was kind of like on my radar. You know what I mean? Haven't really been into it. You know. I'll probably check out Superman eventually. For sure. For sure. Like I said, if you're just joining us, what's going on, guys? We're going to be reacting soon to One Piece. Be sure to like the video. In the meantime, help support the stream. Waiting for a few more people to cycle through and pull up, and then we're going to get going with the reaction relatively soon. If you want to read the chapter along with me, pull it up now so that when I get started, we can read it together. I did not. That's one thing. I was very busy last night. I did not see the One Piece episode. I'm very excited to see the One Piece episode, man. I mean, the anime has been incredible. The anime is incredible. Yeah, I've only heard good things about Sinners. Legitimately. I'm not going to see any live action remakes, dog. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. Oh, we got us up on Twitch. Shish on, baby. Thank you, Mr. Sheesh, with the Prime sub. Shout out to all my Twitch people out there. I see you. I see you, man. Yeah, the tickets are crazy, bro. The ticket prices are insane, man. That's another reason why it's like not worth them. Like, I'll wait for the streaming. Unless a movie is like, oh god, it's gonna be peak. Then, you know. Have there been any peak movies, man? Peak movies? That are really worth it, like ones that you fucking get out your you know, your full like fucking like suit on for. You get ready for it. Nah, nothing really has been catching my attention this last couple of years, man. I'll be honest. Roger Bass and Commodore Laz, my boy, cried. Oh my guys, they cried on the Kuma episode. I'd cry. I probably cried too. You know, I cried when the chapters came out. You know, y'all know this. You were there. I know half you motherfuckers were there, okay? I cried when those chapters came out. Kuma's backstory is my favorite in all of One Piece. I just haven't had a chance to watch it last night, but I will watch it. It's just too many remakes, too many unoriginal ideas, not enough risk taking. It is what it is. And I'll be honest, man, like, outside of a few, like, interesting things that have been released comedy-wise, remember, like, when movies used to have, remember when comedies were a thing? And they were common, and they were, like, prevalent, and they were very fucking fun, and they were great, and they... You know, what happened to comedy movies? And I'm not talking about safe comedy movies. I'm not talking about those fucking, like, bring your family for this wacky adventure this Sunday night as we go on a crazy adventure with you. No, none of that bullshit, man. I'm talking about comedies, dude. I'm going to be an old man right now and talk about my generation. But bro, there were comedies, like some of the best comedies in the 2000s, man. I'm telling you, it was the golden age of comedy movies, those early 2000s. Some of them didn't age well, I'll admit it. I'll be the first to say it. Yeah, fine. But man, you can go down the list of these comedy movies, man, that just absolutely don't exist anymore. Like, just off the top of my head, I know there's a million I can go over, right? And this may be 90s, 2000s, I'm conflating the two, but let's just go over some of the lists. Movies like, you know, old school. Movies like, you know, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Movies like Eurotrip. Movies like Scary Movie 1. You know, I could go down the list. Just comedies, fun movies, man. Just fun movies, dude. Yeah, and there's a billion more I can talk about. I've seen... You know? Anyway, I'm getting on a rant here, and I'm not going to continue this, but, like, the comedy's dead. There's the same genre of movies out. I don't know, man. The movies got too safe. I don't like that shit, bro. It's too safe. Too fucking safe. Anyway, it's time. I've delayed enough. Ooh, One Piece! Chapter 1154. All right, I really shouldn't admit this, actually. I do got to say one thing before we start. I did lie when I said I wasn't up to anything. I have been playing a new game, and I'm kind of ashamed to say it. I'm kind of ashamed to say it. And I really hope you don't judge me, chat. Please promise that you will not judge me when I say what this game is. I'm really being vulnerable here. I'm really opening up to you guys because I trust you guys. I trust you guys. Please. What's up, Joy Boy? How we doing, man? Welcome to the chat, dude. That's awesome. Um, I'm being vulnerable here. I have been playing a game. It's a game about anime girls who are horses. I can't believe I said that out loud. And it's fucking awesome, dude. It's fucking awesome, dude. It's incredible. It's incredible. It's literally like all of my sports and gambling addiction energy that I have deep down in my soul just gets released when I play that damn game, dude. It's incredible. It's literally. I don't know if anyone's heard about this game, dude. I don't know if anyone's heard about this mobile game. It's a fucking mobile game, and I hate mobile games. All right? It's a mobile game where you train anime horse girls and race them. And it's fucking awesome. I can't explain it better. I can't explain it better. No, it's not. I don't actually gamble. The fun thing about the game is you don't actually got to spend money that much. Like, I haven't spent a single dollar, and I've been enjoying the shit out of it for many hours. See, people in the chat, no Mark Machine knows. It's just good. This shit's a good-ass game, dog. Uma Musume. Bruh. It's fucking dope, man. It's dope as hell. Bruh, I used to go to the racetrack every now and again. I haven't gone in many years, and it brought back that part of my life, man. And you train these girls, and you root for them, and they got this whole fucking storyline behind them. It's sick, dude. It's actually sick, dude. I'm sorry, I had to admit it. I had to say it. I couldn't keep it down longer. I had to tell you all. And now that the secret's out, I feel relieved. I feel freed. I feel spiritually relieved, you know? Nah, I'm not playing fucking Fortnite. Screw that game. Alright, yes. Alright. I've played the original Persona 5. I don't need to play all the remakes and the redones and the extra shit. I played the original. I gotta play more than that. But yeah. Anyway. There's an anime that came out? No fucking way. There's an anime for that game? Did you watch the Uma Musume Cinderella Grey? What? Alright, I'm not falling down this rabbit hole. There's no way. I'm gonna look that up in my own time. There's no way there's an anime. That's crazy, dog. What? There's an anime. Alright, I can't. We gotta read One Piece. It's been like, how much minutes has it been? I've already delayed. 13 minutes and we haven't even started the chapter yet. What am I doing? Anyway, One Piece time. Let's fucking go. Bring up the chapter. Read alongside me, ladies and gentlemen, and we're gonna go ahead and get this started. I could have kept that secret to my grave, chat. Know that. I decided to share that with you, okay? Casuals Matter says, oh no, there's an anime. Oh, man. Oh, that's fucking amazing. You know, my girl Taiki Shuttle, man. My girl fucking Majuro McQueen. Those are my two girls, dude. Fucking goated. Alright, goated. Vodka? Don't get me started on my girl Vodka, bro. You have no idea. You have no idea. Anyway, let's get started. One Piece 1154. It's titled I Can't Even Die. Oh man, we're bringing the feels. I can already see it. Let me just hydrate real quick. Onichild Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine. Pilgrimage, Volume 38. At the grave of a hero born in the West Blue and brought up in Ringo. Interesting. Whose shrine is that? Am I just misremembering here? Is my brain fried, guys? What shrine are they? What hero are they talking about? Is that Ryuma? I mean, I know that's the shrine where the fox was, right? But I forget whose shrine it was specifically. What hero are they talking about? I'm gonna look like an idiot. I need some help on this one, Chad. Or do we not know? Maybe we just do not know. I don't know. Sick of this cover story. You and me both. You and me both. For sure. We don't. Okay, we don't know. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't misremembering something. No author's notes this time around. Here we go. 63 years ago. Lord Jarul, the oldest man in the present day, lost his partner. Cascade Beard Jarul was struck down dead by the hands of a certain young girl. Bro, these are supposed to be some warriors, bro. I still cannot believe that. I know it was Big Mom, and obviously Big Mom, even when she was a child, was a beast. But let's not. Come on, bro. She was a child, bro. And you're supposed to be these ancient warriors. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be this ancient hero of this fighting people, and you get bodied by a shoulder throw. You get clapped up by a shoulder throw from a child. Embarrassing. Embarrassing stuff. I'll be honest. She would later go on to become an emperor, earning the epithet Big Mamu. That same year, Elbaf faced a string of tragedies. It was calamity after calamity. Sudden fires, windstorms, and bitter cold waves devastated the crops. The abnormal weather also brought fishing to a halt. This once magnificent land had fallen into famine. Now do you see? This is all that child doing. This land was cursed because you failed to kill it immediately. No, surely it's just a coincidence. A crash. Goo. Yeah, he's staring at me. Yeah, Prince Loki. He's just a little troublemaker, dude. He's just a little fucking troublemaker. Take it away. Don't ever let that monster near me again. Wah. Prince Loki, you have to keep away from your mother's room. Wah. I don't know how to do a baby noise, dude. I'm just going wah. Wah. Gouge out those monstrous eyes. If left unchecked, his curse will grow till it brings about this nation's collapse. Hey. I can't do a baby voice, man. Hey. Wow, I'm hungry. Sorry, sweetie, that was the last bit of bread we had. You're going reaving? We could easily steal what we need from the humans. Reaving? That's got to be raiding. That cannot be a proper translation. That's got to be raiding. Reaving sounds sick, but that's probably raiding. Ain't that how it's always been in Elbaf's history? Don't be ridiculous. A senseless raid on them would only bring shame. Raid will only bring shame to Elbaf. That's the land of the law of the land now. Those bastards from Hunter's village are attacking. What are they? It seems they've hit other villages too. Quick, arm yourselves. Don't let them loot the village. Internal giant struggles weren't unheard of during desperate times, but those incidents only resulted in making the period more severe and bloody. Interesting. The country was engulfed in chaos and misery. I heard a rumor about that princeling born in the castle. He's cursed. And the bitterness festered as spirits broke. Hey, wait. Young Haruden! I see you, Mr. Haruden. Hey, Haruden. Yes, your brother doomed this country with his curse. As his elder brother, you'll take responsibility as a sacrifice. What are you talking about? Don't you know my son's a cutie who's gonna be the world's longest living man? Can it, Ida? You're nothing but an outsider who seduced Harold. Go to hell. I love this country. Don't you lay a finger on my mom. Damn, okay. Harold hit this. Bro got accordioned. I'm gonna flatten you. King Harold. Daddy. King Harold. Brothers, you must not fight amongst each other. The king. Word reached about Loki's birth and the recent famine. I was building a rapport with various nations. When the news came, our allies acted without hesitation. They loaded tons of food and supplies to be shipped here. Humans may be small in stature, but not will. There's that will drop again. Will is a very, common word in this story. I wonder why. Our allied nations came together to ensure that we got enough to truly fill and satiate our giant bellies. We will graciously accept their aid. Harold, how are we supposed to dock on this island? Dig in and fill your hearts with gratitude. If these good folk are ever in a pinch, it'll be our job to return the favor with all our might. Remember, this tiny world is ours to share. Foreshadowing for later. Foreshadowing for later. We know what that means. During the final war, we're going to have the giants help. I mean, especially now that we're going to help Elbaf from Emu and stuff. We're definitely going to be getting the giant support. That's just pretty obvious at this point. Queen Estrid continued to publicly declare that the plagues suffered by Elbaf were brought on by the accursed prince right up until the eye of Harold's return. She denounced her son with bitter hatred until her final anguished breath. Naturally, the people believed her passing was part of the curse. Loki, my son. Look at that little baby. Just a little baby. You can tell he's a menace even now. Look at him just looking at his dad. He was born with a condition that affects his eyes. Well, he could see, but I understand. What a pity. You can't even smile for me. I guess it makes sense. He did lose his mother. At only a few months old, damn, bro, that's a bar. Oh, whoa! At only a few months old, Loki had given up on love. Damn, dude. I mean, considering all he's dealt with as a baby, I think that makes sense. You sure have lots of scrapes. No, those are... Harold's diplomacy soon started to bear fruit, and Elbaf's winter finally came to a close. Branch Route 1? That's right, it'll help build the inter-village trade and communication. Restoring the fractured nation and venturing across the seas continued to be prioritized, while other things became an afterthought. Freak. Estrid's older brother was appointed as Loki's personal steward. That seems like a mistake, but sure, we'll go with that. This is the realm of the dead. Isn't it dangerous here? The coastline keeps this area separated so the beasts won't come near. You're so cute when you're worried. Pinch, pinch. Don't you have training with Elbow from West Village? You should head back. This is Ida's tavern, you hear? Fishermen, castaways, even pirates. I'm ready for any and all customers. With any luck, I'll be of help to Harold. 56 years ago, Jarul's house. You were at the scene of the Reverie incident, Harold. The Reverie incident? Ooh, what do you mean by that? Yeah, my old friend was one of the invited kings. He smuggled me in as one of his guards. I couldn't ask the questions I wanted to without blowing my cover. If that murder hadn't happened, I might have been exposed. Oh shit. Oh shit. Give me that juicy lore. I'd love to see it. If you were caught, all of this would be the last of your worries. Have you ever heard about the Galera? The Galera Warhammer Company. Warhammer? Kanji is Great Hammer Battalion. Okay. Furigana might be a spin on Galila. Ooh. Hmm. Interesting. They're that gruff troop of giant shipwrights. Oh, was that what the Galilaw's based off of? Interesting. They're that gruff troop of giant shipwrights that arm themselves with warhammers, right? I thought they were just a myth. No, they existed. They really did travel far and wide, sending letters back to Elbaf. The final letter said they'd all been captured. Can you believe it? Over 100 warriors were taken prisoner, including ancient giants. Damn, bro. Who fucking did that, dude? That guy. Ooh, I gotta know. I gotta know who that was. That's kind of hype, man. What was this? 56 years ago? I can only think, like, who could have? Well, timeline wise, we'll have to see. You think the world government is responsible? There is no doubt that they once faced a great enemy. However, they sank deep into the ocean at a certain point in history. There is no doubt that they once faced a great enemy. However, they sank. Oh my god, there's so much. There's so much. Oh, come on. They sank deep into the ocean at a certain point in history. To be blunt, there's probably a deeper reason why your ideals haven't worked out, and it has nothing to do with you. Lingering animosity, huh? Oh my god, what does this mean? What does it mean? Oh shit, what does it mean? There are just rumors, but I also heard a story about a frozen army of a frozen army of giants somewhere. It seems our people are regarded as enemies of the law. What? Frozen giant army? Clearly, but I've already resolved. Wait. Clearly, wait. It seems there's a lot here. I'm just trying to. Bleh. It seems our people are regarded as enemies of the larger world. Clearly, but I've already resolved to face my hurdle. Or first, face any hurdle. Prince Loki, I know you cursed and killed my little sister. Prince Loki. Damn. Now let's see what kind of garbage we'll be serving up today. Wow, the horse of fortune died. The steward's boy was in the realm of the steward's body was in the realm of the dead. Oh, did he fucking kill that guy? Did he fucking murk this man? What'd you expect to happen, bro? This man's a menace. He was biding his time, bro, on some Askeladd shit, and he just was waiting to fuck you up. Let's go, dude. Let's go. 48 years before present day. The villagers drew closer in terms of trade and identity, and the nation stood together. My dream is to join hands with many other countries around the planet, for the giant race to become welcome all over this grand world. King Harold's so cool. He's changed so much, he's going to be a king who will go down in history. Well, well, you look thrilled, Haruden. Is it because you're illegitimate? Prince Loki is the true heir, right? You're just illegitimate throwaway. Damn, dude. This is a disaster. King Harold's already left on his voyage. They're coming. Close the doors and get the children inside. Beat them up, guys. This is Elbaf, the world's strongest country. We don't need weaklings here. Loki, driven by scorn, unleashed chaos onto Elbaf. Interesting. There's a Fenrir wolf next to him. Interesting. He laughed at the feeble He laughed at the feeble as they ran. Hey Loki, Dad went through hell to rebuild this village. Huh? You think you get to call my father Dad? I don't get why everyone respects him. He's dumb for trying to play nice with those human insects. That's crap. We should all try to see from each other's perspectives. Don't get cocky just because you're big. Being cocky is my right. I'm the prince. Don't you dare talk back to me, runt. Look, man, he's a kid. Look, guys, he's a kid. He's a kid, all right? He's going through a phase. It's just a phase, all right? We gotta forgive. We gotta be forgiving people like King Harold was. We gotta be forgiving and accepting. So we accept Loki for his flaws. We love Loki for his flaws. We understand. Haruden, stay back, Gerd. He'll think you're his friend. Loki will hit you next. We are his friends, you dummy. Alright, Gerd, let him know. Haruden, are you okay? He needs first aid. Oh, that hurts. Because he, wins the fight, and then all of the kids are, gathering around him and not showing him any attention or care. Ha ha ha. You're so pathetic I could puke, Haruden. You're just a group of weaklings huddling together. See, that's his defense mechanism, right? He wants people to surround him. He wants friends. He wants people to care about him, right? And that's his defense mechanism. Like, oh no, it's fine. I don't need your help because you're weak and you're pathetic, and all the weak people gather together. I don't need help. I can do this by myself, dude. It's like, oh, I love that man. I love that fucking man, Loki, dude. He's incredible. Fucking incredible. All right. It's because your mom's filthy blood. Young master, that's going too far. He's still one of the sons of the king. He's also a prince. Don't call him a prince. Loki spread pain and destruction, but nothing he did filled the hole in his heart. Oh, bro. Oh, dude. He's just lashing out, man. Hurt people hurt people. That's a famous saying, you know. He's lashing out, just trying to get any sort of connection with somebody, right? Because people usually avoid him. They treat him like the plague, right? They probably didn't want to even go near him. So he initiates some interaction, any interaction, just to get some human connection, right? And he lashes out because that's the only thing he can do. Because no one likes him, no one accepts him, no one cares about him. And then, you know, when he does that, right, it only makes them treat him worse and hate him more. And then he sees, you know, this mother protecting her child, right, realizing he personally never received that type of love, never received that type of parentage from his own mother, right? It's really fucking good, man. What else can I say? That's really cool. That's good writing. Smash. Sing. Hick. I can't even die. Did he fucking try to kill himself? Bro. He tried to do a Kaido. That's crazy. I can't even die. Whew, that's tough, man. That's tough. What's the deal with this island? Where's the welcome committee? Oh, we found one. Look, it's a giant whelp. This is definitely Elbaf. Is that Shiki? Oh shit, that's Shiki, bro. Yeah, my boy Shiki, man, the golden lion. This brat's got one hell of a devil face. I know, but he's a giant. I know he's a giant, but isn't he a bit too big? Hey kid, why are you crying? See, even back then, the white beard fucking parental genes are kicking in. He's like, hey kid, why are you crying? All right, kid, you better. Who are you? Who are you? All right, kid, you better say yes to both these questions. I ain't the type that takes no for an answer. Oh my fucking god! How did I not realize? Oh shit, dude! Ah! Ah! Is fucking. He did not look anything like the silhouette. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy, bro? Walking with the goat Whitebeard. Oh my god! Holy shit! We finally got him. We finally got him. He looks amazing. Finally, we got fucking Rox, man. Harold spotted this particular man 8 years ago during the reverie. He single-handedly killed a Navy... He single-handedly killed a Navy HQ admiral! Let's go! That's what I'm talking about! Get him fucking out of here! He single-handedly... They made sure to put it like 1v1. He fucking killed an admiral and vanished without a trace. This feat earned him a massive bounty in the government's ire. First off, this is Elbaf, land of the giants, yeah? Second, we'll find Harold here, yeah? Oh shit! Look, he's so sick. Rox D. Zebek, future captain of the Rox Pirates. What? Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me, bro. It just makes too much sense. It makes too much sense. It makes too much sense, dude. Future captain of the Rox Pirates, father of the Emperor Blackbeard. Of course he is. Now we know why Blackbeard's ship is named after Rox. It's called like the something of Zebek, right? Hold on. I gotta look up Blackbeard's ship in One Piece. It's the something of Zebek, I know. The Saber of Zebek, that's the one. So Blackbeard D. Zebek, or Marshall D. Zebek is his actual name. Or maybe Marshall's just a fake name. Maybe, or, you know, or, well, Marshall was supposed to be his last name, so it's technically, right? Or is Rox... See, the Japanese is weird with the last name, first name. Rox is the family name, right? Is Rox the family name, or is Zebek the family name? I'm going crazy. I think it's Zebek, right? So it would be... Or is it Rox? Because they do it backwards, so I don't fucking know. Rox is the family name. So yeah, so he's... Rox D. Teach is his actual name. His name is Rox D. Teach, if assuming Teach is his actual first name. That's crazy, man. And he's the Saber of Zebek, the sword of his father. That's kind of a banger title. That's a banger ship name. That's a really fucking cool ship name, dude. And it's crazy to think of what this means. There's a lot to talk about. Let's just rewind a little bit. We'll get back to this Rox stuff. Incredible ending here. Like the chapter started off, it was alright. Not too much craziness was happening. And then we got this emotional stuff with Loki. It was really good. Really, really good stuff. We had the conversation with Harold about, you know, the world government and the giants and why they hold grudges against the giants because they probably worked with the ancient kingdom during the Void Century. We saw that during the mural, right? So, excuse me. He said, Ace Goal father, Porcus mother. Right. Gotcha. Oh my god. Holy fuck. Okay, then we get this really like, I mean, Loki's great, man. I fucking love that character to death. I'll be honest. You know, there have been hit or miss characters that have been the focal point of certain arcs. You know who they are. But Loki has not missed at all. You have not missed with Loki. I'll be honest, I'm not. I guess if there's one character in this arc I'm still kind of about, it's definitely Haruden. I can understand his perspective, but I'm not really on Team Haruden right now. For whatever reason, I'm just like, I get why he feels the way he does, why he acts the way he does. Maybe because I am such a Team Loki guy, it's hard for me to really mess with Haruden like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. For some reason, the Japanese comments not showing up on my YouTube. Weird. Weird stuff. Sorry, man who jumps. You can post that again. It wasn't showing for me. Thank you so much. Yeah, if you're enjoying the reaction so far, like the video. We have a lot to discuss. This is now the post-chapter reaction discussion where we answer questions, talk about theories, and get into the nitty-gritty here, man. We're just fucking pulling up, strapping up our boots here and fucking getting to work because it's there's a lot to break down. There's a lot to break down. First and foremost, thank you very much for the donation, Sid P. I appreciate the $1.99. Where's George? Did he really retire? He retired. He got married. He moved on to bigger and better things, and I wish him nothing but the best. Nothing but the best, man. You know? He lost to Lao G. He sucks. He does kind of suck. He won his fight at the end, though. You know, he's something. You know, he beat fucking, what was it, Makavase or whatever his name is, Makavase. You know, so it's not the worst thing of all time. He did. So, I mean, you know, Makavase was trash, though, so. The Man Who Jumps says, when Whitebeard and Blackbeard spoke their final words in front of their comrades, it was not Blackbeard that Roger was waiting for. Whitebeard, the son of Captain... Oh, I didn't even think about the implications if he knew. Whitebeard, the son of Captain Rocks, was convinced that Blackbeard was the one who can carry on his father's will, and that Luffy was the one who can carry on the will of Ace and Roger and defeat the evil D side of the D-Clan. As Luffy was carried away by Jinbei and carried unconscious from the battlefield, Whitebeard took his last breaths and declared the One Piece is real. I 100%, I didn't even think about it until you just posted that, The Man Who Jumps. I 100% think Whitebeard knew. 100% think Whitebeard knew. I mean, first off, now that I'm looking at his face, there's a lot of similarities to the appearance, especially like the eyes. He's got like the eyelashes are very uniquely Blackbeard's, and I guess kind of the nose-ish is also a little white of Blackbeard's as well. So, because it gives so much, like, remember the scene when Whitebeard brought Blackbeard onto the crew. Blackbeard was like, please let me join you, and Whitebeard was giving him this really inquisitive look, and he was like, all right, get on. He fucking knew, man. He 100% knew that he was his son. 1,000%. And it goes, oh my god, and it goes fucking hand to hand with what he said to Ace when he was like, I don't give a shit who your father is. We're all children of the sea. I don't care. Like, bro, he put his money where his mouth is in that regard. Because he used to fucking work for Rocks. Oh my god, that's so layered. And then... Ace fought Blackbeard, which means that the son of Rocks fought the son of Roger. Bruh, did I see the Jolly Roger of the Rocks pirates? No, where is it? Where's the Jolly Roger of the Rocks pirates? I don't see it here. Is it not this chapter that it was shown? Because I'm not seeing it. Yo, Shiki looking crazy as well. Oh my god. Is that Gloriosa on the left, or is that fucking, what do you call it? What the hell's her name? Stussy. I think that's Stussy. Gloriosa had long hair. Oh my god, man. Oda just delivers. He always does, man. He always does. Incredible stuff. I mean, I had my suspicions about Rocks and Blackbeard's connection. We knew they were connected somewhat due to the name of his ship. Oda really laid it on thick there. Like, if he didn't name his ship the Saber of Zebek, then people would have had less would have been less inclined to think this theory. But I have seen this theory quite a bit, and I was like, that's interesting. I know at the very least they were connected somehow. But yeah, this makes all the sense in the world. At first, I was just reading the chapter. I saw this guy, like, who the fuck is this guy? Because he looks nothing like his silhouette. in true One Piece fashion. In true Oda fashion, his silhouette is nothing. Is nothing like what he looks like. I mean, a little bit, but not really. That's fucking funny, man. Like, just remember, like, Loki in this chapter and Rocks in this chapter, both of their silhouettes and what they actually ended up looking like is actually pretty funny. Oh my god. This actually gives Whitebeard more, more hype because, he cared about Loki. He's like, hey, man, why are you crying, kid? He clearly cared. And on top of that, this makes a lot of his previous interactions have more weight to them. It's incredible. I'll hydrate for you. Like Whitebeard also said to Squad, the sin of the fathers don't fall on the sons, bro. Oh, you're fucking right, man. Great callback. Great callback. And he said this knowing what Blackbeard did to Ace. He said that knowing what Blackbeard did to Ace, the son of the father. Oh my god. During her time as Empress, Gloriosa fell in love with an unnamed man and suffered lovesickness. To survive, she chose to leave Amazon Lily and follow him. So does that mean that Gloriosa and Rocks, maybe? Was it Rocks? Or was it like Shiki, or was it Whitebeard? Who was it? Was it Captain John? Who is Gloriosa clapping, dude? Remember, Roger killed Rocks. Well, that's the official story. That's the official story, Billy Bob. There were what happened during God Valley is still, in my opinion, not reliable. Because you have to understand, the only narrative, the only reliable account of what happened in God Valley is from the world government themselves. And I can trust the world government as much as I can throw them, which admittedly isn't too far. It could have been a situation in which Emu popped in and caused some fucking chaos and killed him. Emu could have killed Rocks. It could have been Emu himself. Well, that's what the official story is, Cyclops. Because remember, Garp doesn't like talking about God Valley. Whenever God Valley's brought up, he's kind of pissed off when everyone gives him credit for being the hero of God Valley. We all know that the world government changes narratives and stories to further convenience themselves. We knew that probably Roger is involved somehow. That's a given. But what happened with Garp, and there were Holy Knights on the island, and we don't know exactly what went down, who killed Rox, because you have to understand that entire Rox crew, I'm just saying, this man killed a fucking admiral. This man took down an admiral single-handedly. Not to mention Shiki, not to mention Whitebeard, Gloriosa, all these people. All these people. Stussy. Just to name a few. How did they all get taken out, and how did the Rox pirates dissipate? We need to know the true story. I cannot say anything about God Valley until we know the true story. The true story. Malcolm Dean, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it, brother. The way Oda drew Rox's fingers, it looks like he possibly could be getting ready to use Shambles or another Law's Fruit ability. I disagree. Mainly because he said, you better say yes to both of these questions and hold up 2 fingers. So you better, both these questions, meaning these 2 questions. That's what I'm guessing. I don't think he needs to use his Devil Fruit on a child. You know what I mean? I can see it. But no, I think he was just asking the 2 questions. That's my theory anyway. The narrator's box did say he disappeared without a trace. Yeah, interesting. Did he truly die? We haven't seen him since. Has he been captured or something happened to him? Is he imprisoned in the Holy Land? What's up with... Is Rox still kicking? I still think Rox is still alive, dude. I still think he's still alive, dude. Call me crazy. I'm putting my flag down right here for the internet to clip and to save and to call me an idiot when I'm wrong, but I really do believe. This was, 50 years ago? 50-something years ago? I still think he's fucking alive, dude. I still think he's alive. Man marked by flames, possibly. Possibly. Let's see what the man who jumps has to say. Japanese to English translator. When Whitebeard and Blackbeard spoke their final words of their comrades, it was not Blackbeard that Roger was waiting for. I already read that part. I already read that comment. Alright, this comment I gotta read. Whoops. Let's see what you have to say, good sir. The Kingdom Hearts shirt is awesome too. Blackbeard's voice, yes sir. Kingdom Hearts. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. One of my favorite games growing up. Especially 2. One and 2 both were goated games. I love both of them. I even fuck with Chain of Memories. That game isn't super great. But I fucked with it as a kid, so it is what it is. But I appreciate it. Frozen giant prisoners in Punk Hazard. What are you talking about? Giant prisoner. Giant prisoners in Punk Hazard? Frozen? Oh, you mean the chapter? Did they mention something about Frozen in the chapter? Hold on. I didn't even think about that. There's so much. Hold on. Wait, there was Frozen Giants. Yeah, that fucking... Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. At the fucking tunnel. In the tunnel where after Lost switched everybody's bodies. There were Frozen Giants, weren't there? Oh my god. Weren't they frozen by Aokiji? I don't think the timeline works that way, though. Because wasn't it like 50-something years ago, 60-something years ago that happened? remember. Hold on, I gotta go back to the dialogue because I'm losing my mind here. Yeah, it says 56 years ago, Jarul's house. If you were caught, all this would be at least your worries. Have you heard about the Galila Warhammer Company? Which, don't think I've forgotten, Galila is maybe the successor of this company. You know, that's why, dude, that's why they had, that's probably why Galila and Iceberg and Tom had Pluton's blueprints. Because they got it from this company. That's my guess. Before they were frozen, maybe they handed it off to Galila for Pluton. Oh shit, dude! Ah, if it is the chill fruit, is it what's this fruit called? Chill fruit, whatever it is, the ice fruit. Whoever froze these guys, if they did have that fruit, it was the previous owner of the fruit. It wasn't Aokiji himself, because Aokiji wasn't old enough to have been there at that time. But that means they could still be alive, technically, right? I mean, I wouldn't put it past Oda to have it where they're just, like, cryogenically frozen. That's way before Vegapunk. Yep. The same group that Jarul was talking about, we don't know who froze them. Never was said during Punk Hazard. Yeah, I completely forgot about those giants frozen in that hallway. But they absolutely were. I kind of want to pull up that image. Hold on. Frozen Giants One Piece. I wanna images. Yep, right here. And they have all the Elbaf drip on. That's crazy. Chopper's kind of ruining this panel right now. Go away, Chopper. I'm trying to see this panel. In the anime too. Oh, and they're all wearing prisoner gear. In the anime. And in the manga. Hold on a second. Everyone pull up this panel for me. So I'm not just talking to nobody. I'm seeing it right here. Hold on. Is that an elephant to the right? Is that another Zunisha? Like a small baby one? Am I tripping? Does that not look like an elephant on the right? On that panel? With all the frozen giants. That looks like fucking... Obviously it's not Zunisha, but it looks like something that looks like Zunisha. Like an elephant. Same race, maybe? Am I fucking crazy? Is that not a damn elephant? And number one, they're all wearing prisoners' garb. So this... They were captured by the world government, sentenced to probably this freezing. But I guarantee you, somehow, some way, they're going to survive this. Like, they're going to be defrosted, and it's just like, oh, time hasn't passed. Rox kills the Admiral, former owner of the Ice Fruit. It's possible. No, it's just the guy's arm? Guy's arm? What guy's arm? But look at the eyes. I don't know. Maybe I'm just seeing faces where I shouldn't. Point being, yeah, these were probably giants. I would imagine the world government went after them to get Pluton. This is my theory, and this is my guess. The world government went after them because they probably had the blueprints to Pluton. And then they passed on the blueprints to the Galila Company, who took on their name, their moniker, and all of that. And then they were killed because of it, because they didn't have what they needed. That's actually kind of insane. I love how that's just like going to be the thing that's overlooked this chapter because of the Rox D. Zebek Blackbeard connection, which Rox looked awesome, dude. Like, can we talk about Oda with his designs? Peak fiction, absolute peak. Look at this design, bro. Loki first, and now Rox. Incredible. Like, can we just appreciate he didn't make him a giant goofball? I mean, he probably is, like, character-wise, but bruh. Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. Wow. Wow. I mean, I'll be honest, the first half of the chapter, I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it. I was just like, okay, things are happening, but nothing's really happening, yada yada. And then we hit the nitrous. We hit the fucking boosters. And we proc the ult. And we went crazy. We went absolutely crazy. Alright. Them having the blueprints for Pluton makes sense, because when Franky first saw the plans, he was like, how could we ever make something like that? That's something only giants could make. Oh, I didn't even remember that. Let's go, casuals. Thank you for pointing that out, dude. Bro, what a callback. Holy shit. That's actually awesome. So, Pluton is a giant's ship. Oh my god, dude. Let's go. Rox laugh. XZ ha 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 ha. That's funny. Wow. Some people say he looks similar to Buggy, too? Buggy? Bro, don't tell me he's fucking Buggy's dad. I don't see the Buggy. I'll be honest. I see the black beard. I mean, look at the beard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I see the black beard. I do not see the Buggy. The original logo for the Galila, also a Viking ship. Bruh, Oda was plotting in the studio, man. He was ready. Incredible. You know, like this video if you're supporting the stream. If you're just here for the first time, so hit that sub button. We're both live on YouTube and on Twitch. We're going over the last bits of this chapter here before we wrap up. But wow, that's a crazy callback. So basically, that's confirming that Pluton is a giant ship. It's an ancient giant ship. Insane. Insane stuff. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say, man. Do you think the Pluton plans exist on Elbaf since giants build the ancient weapons? Just saying. I mean, that's if you think that there are more than one blueprint for Pluton. But you have to understand, Franky read the blueprints already. Like, I would imagine there's going to be a restoration project whenever we are whenever we destroy the walls surrounding Wano and unleash Pluton. There's going to need a restoration of the ship in some way, shape, or form, right? And and in order to restore the ship, you're going to need a shipwright who's read the original blueprints. And Franky can do that. And it makes sense that the giants made Pluton, because where does the Atom Tree reside? Where does the Atom Tree reside? It resides in fucking Elbaf. That's where the Atom Wood is. Fucking obvious. So fucking obvious, man. The Atom Wood is here in Elbaf. And the only way probably to restore it is to use Atom Wood, which Franky has worked with already. It's just, oh my god, yeah, it's so good, dude. And the Pluton ship is is on Vivi's home island. Just saying what, while the plans are from Water 7 with this chapter, now that we know the ancient giants who built. And the Pluton ship is on Vivi's home island. You talking about Alabasta? Well, no, Pluton is not on Alabasta. If you remember, during Wano, when Robin and Law were down below talking to the former Shogun, to Odin's dad, right? He had mentioned that Pluton was in Wano. And Robin had mentioned, like, oh, I knew that because I read about it on the poneglyph in Alabasta, which said that the ancient weapon is in Wano. So the ancient weapon is in Wano. Currently, it's underwater, flooded alongside the the rest of the old Wano city. And in order to unflood it, they need to destroy the walls surrounding it. Iceberg's plan, Water 7 becoming a ship. That is a thing. That is an interesting thing. They're going to need it if the sea levels are going to continue to rise. But I do like in this chapter that they mentioned, speaking of sea level rise, don't think I didn't see it. It was mentioned in this chapter that something was fell into the water or something like that. I gotta remember the exact dialogue here. Okay, there's no doubt that they once faced a great enemy, talking about the world government. However, they sank deep into the ocean at a certain point in history. They sank deep into the ocean. So does that mean the secrets of the ancient civilization, Atlantis basically, is somewhere deep in the ocean? Is that what that means? Does that mean that Imu raising the sea level over time is him further burying the secrets of the ancient civilization of the past deeper underwater? Is that what that means? And maybe with the help of Fishman Island, we can uncover, maybe Fishman Island's part of it, or who knows, can uncover some secrets of the ancient civilization and help us in our fight. I don't fucking know. I'm spitballing, man. This is just theories. We're having fun. Holy shit. Yeah, ain't no way Frankie did not memorize those blueprints. He absolutely did. He had those blueprints for how long? How long? Like years. Years Frankie had those blueprints. He 100% read them front to back. 1000%. So Frankie is going to be part of the restoration project of the old ship known as Pluton. That's my theory. Or if they decide to build another Pluton-like ship, Frankie could absolutely orchestrate that. 100%. I don't think that's the route we're going to go, like 2 Plutons. I think 1 is fine. Just restore it. Give it some new bling, give it some new weaponry, give it some new, chutzpah, and we're good. We're set. We are Gucci. Oh, man. What a chapter. What an incredible chapter. I don't think I have much else to say. I need to process. I need to sit on this. I need to digest all of this. I think we're going to wrap it up in just a moment here. Get your last questions in if you have other things that you want to bring up or things you want to ask. And we're going to wrap up the stream there. But of course, as always, be sure to like the video. Support the stream. I appreciate all these people pulling up. This was a great reaction, a great chapter. And you guys have been awesome in the chat supporting the stream. I really appreciate it. I will be honest, guys. I've really been debating this. I mentioned this last week, and I'm going back and forth on this. Sundays in general there have been more people who have been showing up on Sundays than on the Fridays. I started doing Sundays by accident because a couple of Fridays I was at work or I was sick, and I didn't. The Sundays have been popping off, so I might. There's a chance I might switch to Sundays. I want to hear your thoughts down in the chat, guys, if you prefer that or you really care. But Sundays have been doing a little bit better, so I might do that. Unfortunately, like I said this earlier in the stream. A lot of people asking about Jorge this week. I haven't talked to Jorge in a bit. He's living his own life. YouTube is not really a part of his life, at least not this community, as far as I could tell. He's married now, living his best life. So I'm happy for Jorge. I hear he's doing well. So I wish him only the best. That's my boy. If he decided to pull up tomorrow and message me and say let's do a call, I would do it. That's my boy for life, dude. So, but he's more than content, it seems, to not be in this community. You know. Blackbeard will use Pluton. Luffy will use Water 7. Look, I think ultimately, when it comes to Blackbeard, he's in this, like, the way I'm viewing him, and why I have him as one of my favorite characters, is I view him essentially as a character similar to Loki. Someone who was an orphan. He can't sleep for some reason. When we saw him as a child and what he looked like, he was depressed. He's got a lot of anger in him. He's got a lot of anger at this world. And maybe he knows what happened to his father. Maybe. Maybe it's something to do. Maybe the main culprit of what happened to Xebec is the world government. And he's doing everything that he can to get the One Piece to enact his vengeful anger against them. I don't know. He might be the Loki of the pirate world. Although technically Loki was also a pirate, but you understand what I'm saying. He is about destruction. Maybe the Yami Yami no Mi is the Gumu Gumu no Mi of, the evil side of Nika. I could absolutely see that. Luffy and Blackbeard, they're the same side of this, the different side of the same coin, right? So I would not be shocked at all if the evil Nika fruit manifested through Blackbeard somehow, through the Yami Yami. I'm telling you, Blackbeard is going to pop off. The more we get with him, Oda's saving him. He's saving the best for last. He's saving, Blackbeard. He's saving Dragon. He's saving Mihawk. He's saving a little bit of Shanks. He's saving the best for last. And we're going to get it, and it's going to be fucking legendary stuff, man. The lore, I'm so locked into this lore right now. It's incredible. So, yeah, man, I'm going to end the stream on this note. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, definitely support the stream in any way you can. I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you to everyone who subscribed or donated, especially. Did I miss one? Oh, no, I didn't miss this. I didn't miss Super Chat. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Thank you so much, guys. I'll catch you next week. Seems like there's no break, thankfully. And, yeah. Fucking love One Piece, man. Have a great Sunday.